Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In 2019, I went to the United States to visit some of my friends and my first stop was Chicago, mostly because of the food. So one thing I was introduced to was Chicago style deep dish pizza. So I kind of had to recreate it here because the flavor is pretty insane. And if you want to see how I make this Chicago classic, then keep on watching. And here are the ingredients for the dough. You need olive oil, salt, some water, sugar, cornmeal, butter at room temperature, melted butter, some yeast, and some flour. And here are the ingredients for the filling. Some pepperoni or chorizo, bacon, one sausage, salt, a green bell pepper, some mushrooms, tomatoes and tomato paste, some black pepper, Italian herbs, garlics and one onion, some sugar, some Parmesan, some mozzarella, and some olive oil. We're going to start off by making our dough, and for that you want to mix the cornmeal and the flour with a spoon. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now take half of a yeast cube and mix it with the warm water until the yeast has completely dissolved. Now preheat your oven to the lowest temperature possible. Then you want to add your butter and your melted butter. Next, you want to add the yeast. And then give it a mix. Okay, the dough is ready. This is what it should look like right now. And now form it into a bowl. Sprinkle a few drops of olive oil right on top. And then rub it in. Now I'm going to cover everything with some foil. Now we're going to put the dough in the preheated oven for at least 2 hours until the dough has doubled in size. The yeast needs it warm and cozy, that's why we had to preheat the oven. In the meantime, we're gonna slice up our vegetables. First, the mushrooms. And then next you want to slice up your bell pepper.
All right, the mushrooms and the bell pepper is ready, and now we're gonna peel our garlic and dice up our onions. All right, the onions are ready, and now we're gonna grate our garlic. All right, now we're gonna cook a marinara sauce. Heat up a pot with a little bit of olive oil. And saute the onions and garlic. Then add your tomatoes. And give it a mix, and then let it simmer for a few minutes. Okay, now we're gonna add our tomato paste to thicken it up a little. Let's see, I think this is enough. Give it a stir. Just a little more. All right. Again, let it simmer for a few moments, and then we're gonna season it. All right, I'm gonna season everything with some salt. Some pepper, some sugar, and Italian herbs. Mix it all together. And ready is the marinara sauce. Now heat up a pan, add some olive oil, just a little bit. And then place your bacon in there and wait until it gets really crispy. Place everything on a paper towel to get rid of any excess grease. Then take your sausage and press the meat into the pan in small bits and pieces, like so. Take your spatula and then divide them into tiny pieces. I'm going to turn off the heat and transfer the sausage into a bowl. Then take your bacon and crumble it into the bowl with the sausage. All right, the dough should be ready now. I'm going to take it out of the oven, and then I'm going to preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 210 degrees Celsius. I'm going to sprinkle some flour all over my surface. Next, I'm going to take my dough. I'm going to place it onto the flour and then roll it out with a rolling pin. All right, now I'm going to transfer the pizza dough to the springform pan. I'm going to roll this one up with my rolling pin. Makes it easier. And then place it right here. Then take a sharp knife and remove the dough that you don't really need. Just cut around the edge. All right, on to the fun part. We're gonna put in the cheese. Spread it nice and evenly. Then your pepperoni or chorizo. Your bell pepper. The mushrooms, then add the bacon and the sausage, take a marinara sauce and place a thick layer right on top. As you can tell, this is not a typical pizza that you know from like an Italian restaurant. This is more like a pie. And last but not least, sprinkle the Parmesan right on top. And now it needs to go in the oven and bake for 25 minutes. All right. I really cannot wait to try this. All right, let's see. Whew. Hot, 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 hot. Look at that. Oh my God, that looks so freaking good. Let the deep dish pizza cool down for about 10 minutes before we remove the springform pan. All right, the 10 minutes are over. I'm gonna remove the springform pan. Be careful. All right. You could trim off the edges that are not like covered with the sauce and cheese, but that's totally up to you. And now I'm just gonna cut a small piece out of there. Oh, yummy. And here it is, my deep dish pizza. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.